Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with more of our Kenshi Let's Play. So, it's been a fair few days that I've been playing off camera. Nothing super interesting going on, but I will catch you up on what has been happening and show you guys how our little base here is expanded. So as you can see, Cat is actually in a fight right now. So what I did was, the next time I saw some starving bandits come by and get wrecked by the town guards, I actually grabbed a couple of them and I brought them back to our base. Unfortunately, I have no way of storing them. I don't have the technology to make cages or anything yet. And there's no slavery or anything for the player, and we don't really want to take them as slaves. I'm just using them as combat practice. So basically what I'm doing is, I think you can see it upstairs. Maybe not. But they've basically just been running around doing their everyday tasks with a starving bandit draped over their shoulder. The guy who trained with us last time is resting in bed right now. And I'll go over sort of what we've got up here. But we've been having sort of like Fight Club in the center of our base here. And I've been trying to keep the door closed because occasionally guards will run in and steal our prisoners, or at least try to. So I've been trying to keep this closed. But the idea is that we have them fight in hand-to-hand combat so that it slowly increases our toughness. Because every time we take damage, our toughness goes up. And the best way to keep yourself in the fight and build up toughness more consistently is to do it with hand-to-hand, where you're not taking as much damage. If you were fighting with weapons, even really cheap blunt weapons, people would go down fairly quickly and you wouldn't be able to level up your toughness as much. But as you can see, Cat's stats have improved pretty well. So we've got a lockpicking. Here, it's easier to show you. Let's go up here. Well, actually, let's start with the ground floor and I'll just walk you through everything. So these shelves are just generic storage. I've got one for items and the other for materials. This is a safe. I've just got stuff in here. I was just kind of testing things I could build. I think this is from a mod, and it's just more generic storage. This is obviously where our copper's been going, and then we're up to research tier 2 now. I've basically just started the second tier of research. There wasn't anything particularly interesting in the first tier, other than we do have some crafting tables that we can make, but we're not really in a position to do that right now. We aren't making the raw materials or harvesting them, so I'd have to basically go buy, cloth, fabric, leather, whatever it is that we're using to make these things. I'd have to go purchase the materials, and that's not that much cheaper than buying the actual item in a lot of cases. So we'll probably save that for when we have our own base where we can harvest that stuff and then manufacture everything. But anyways, Bucket's working away at some research for us. Actually, I don't think he's doing anything right now because I'm out of books. So we need to make another book run. And then we have fan lights, of course. So upstairs, we have 2 training dummies. These are for melee attack. They're only supposed to train up to, I think, melee attack 10. But for whatever reason, apparently it's allowing up to 49. And I know it's letting us go beyond 10 or even 20 because Drone trained his up to 21. And so I've moved him over to this weight bench where he's working on his strength now. Rook is working on his lockpicking skill. And then this is a thievery training bench. I had Kat doing a little bit of that, but then I noticed that her prisoner was awake. So we went downstairs to fight. And then, of course, we got 2 beds up here, so we can actually rest without paying for it now. It did cost a fair bit to make a lot of this stuff because obviously we're not producing steel bars or iron plates or fabric, so I had to buy those materials. But we got there eventually, and most of our money has been going to books at this point. So what will happen is every time we get to like 50 or so copper, I'll have somebody load up, take it next door, and this trader right here will always have like 15 or so books on them, and I'll just buy as much as I can. Basically, I don't try to let my money go below like 5,000 or 6,000, but I buy as many as I can, and then we dump them in here and let Bucket research whatever's available. But I think we finished more or less everything that we could on the tier 1 bench, so we're making a pretty good we're making pretty good progress there. By the way, I wanted to thank everybody who submitted a name for the custom characters in the last episode. So with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and let these guys fight a little bit. Oh, the door's closed. Cat, you better win this. You got armor on, and he's like starving to death. You can see his ribs. Something else I wanted to try today is I've had a mod installed. Oh, I thought somebody opened it. Anyways, I've had a mod installed that lets you recruit prisoners. And so I thought we might try to recruit this guy, see if it's even possible. But I actually had 3 of these starving bandits initially, and one of them is dead now. What happened was he wasn't really cooperating. He just kept playing dead, and I couldn't get him to actually fight with us. So I took him to the prison, which, if you're not familiar with the prison, it is this building down here. They'll have that symbol on it. At least the Czech ones do. And I think, like, on the 3rd or so floor, they have a bunch of prisoner cages where you can leave. I think you're supposed to leave your bounties there or something. It's been a while. But anyways, I put that prisoner, or that bandit, in a prisoner cage. And I don't know what happened exactly. The Czech guards, I think, patched him up and then took him out and then killed him. Okay, so it looks like we won that fight. Let's go ahead and patch him up. Yeah, so go ahead and first aid him. But anyways, the Czech guards patched him up, took him out, and then killed him. And so if we try to recruit this guy, what we'll have to do is take him in there, put him in the cage, and then hopefully get to him before the guards do. Because I did see when I put the other prisoner in there, the dialogue option for it. So I don't know what the chances of success are or anything like that, but I do know that it's possible. So let's go ahead and pick him up now that he's been treated, and we'll just have you kind of run around with him. Let's actually bring you upstairs, and you can do your thief training while you're carrying him. Where are you going? There you go. She like went way out of her way there. All right, Bucket, you're gonna make a copper run since you got nothing else to do. So let's see. We got 40. That's pretty good. So we'll take all of that in your backpack. I've got his weapons unequipped just in case something goes awry in our little fight club there. I don't want him to pull the crossbow on anybody and kill them, because we're trying to keep these guys alive. What's interesting is they will actually continue to level up too as you fight with them, and so they make really good training practice because they're going to improve at the same rate that you do. Well, give or take, obviously, racial bonuses and things like that. But they're just another character, so they will continue to level up, and it's just as much practice for them as it is practice for you. I am feeding them, by the way. I noticed, I'll have Bucket check right now, but these market stall guys, sometimes they'll have like meat scraps that are free. And I don't know if that's like a vanilla thing or what, but yeah, see these dried gristle flaps? They don't cost anything. They're really low nutrition, but they're free. So I've just been grabbing those whenever they're available. They're not always available. And throwing those to the 2 prisoners. So I'm going to grab those now, because why wouldn't I? And I'll take the 2 dried meat as well. I want to have something for them. Okay. And right, into the trader. I don't know if I've shown this trader on camera yet, but this is the trader I've been doing most of my business at lately. It's where I sell all the copper, and also where I buy all of the building supplies. It's just more convenient to work with this person because they have everything I need. The adventure trader is in a good location, but they don't sell anything other than like backpacks and things like that, and we don't really need those. So I haven't been over there in a while. I wish they would just trade across the table. Alright, so let's do business. Right, so we'll unload all this copper. Let's see where we're at now. We're at 5952. So when we unload all of this, we are at 1532. So that's pretty good. It's basically 10,000 right there from 40 copper. So we're making good money. If I wasn't constantly buying books, we would be quite rich. But we are constantly buying books, and they are fairly expensive. As you can see here, they are, what, 334 here? That's pretty pricey. It's a little bit more than the average, but it is what it is. We need them. So let's buy, I don't know, maybe 16 of them. That leaves us with just under 10,000, and that should have him stay busy for a little while. I also spent some money on, it wasn't that one. I don't think they have it again. But there's these different architecture blueprints from this mod that basically allows you to build any of the buildings that exist in the game, but you have to buy the blueprint for it, and they're quite expensive. I bought the cannibal one just because I was curious what it had, because there's a few different buildings that they have, and they also had like a prisoner pole thing. I wanted to see if we could use that in place of a cage for the time being, but unfortunately it won't let me place it anywhere. So nothing doing there, but I thought it was worth a try. It was like 10,000 though, so we could have been a little bit richer had I not done that. But hey, now we have, you know, really feral looking buildings that we can make. Here comes Balder with some more copper. Let's see. Oh, and Ruka too. Show him your gear. We're not bringing anything. Okay, Bucket. Do me a favor and run upstairs, actually. Uh-oh. That's concerning. The bed's empty. Okay. Did we miss him sneaking out? I feel like he couldn't have gotten far. He was in a coma last we checked. Well, apparently he's gone. Let's come up here. Wow. Maybe we just can't see him? No, I think he took off. How did we miss that, though? And he didn't aggro anybody, either. Alright, so click on this guy's inventory. Bucket. No, not going to do it. Alright, there we go. He's got some dried meat. I'll throw him all of that. So he'll have plenty of stuff to eat. And then we'll jump back down here. Check this out. You know what? That's kind of concerning because he actually had a weapon on him too. Him and Rook were stick fighting with these guys, these iron clubs. Whatever. Okay. So let's unload our books. I always want to shift left click for some reason. But we'll unload those and then we'll look at new research options. So I've been focusing mostly on training stuff, because obviously right now we're just trying to build up our characters. And so what is this gonna do? So if we build a bench to hold weights for lifting up and down, then we don't have to pack backpacks full of rocks. Well, I already have one. Is this better than the one I have? Maybe it's from a different mod or something? I don't know. We can improve lockpicking. So the lockpicking station we have now only lets us go to 10. I assume this one will let us go to like 20. The best way to practice lockpicking, though, is just to find locks. If you're in a big city, you can usually just try to lockpick front doors over and over again. But in this city, it's kind of hard to hide, you know, with everything being aligned on a single street and the guards patrolling fairly frequently. It's not a good idea, and we don't want to cross them because this is what we're calling home right now. So I'm practicing where I can. We've also got smithing. I haven't really bothered trying to produce any of our own stuff yet, though. So we can go to weapon grades 2. We can unlock the ability to make heavy weapons. Right now I think we can only make like iron clubs, iron, I don't know, basic saber stuff maybe. No idea. There's also industry stuff, which we're going to need, so I might put some effort into that. What else? Hemp farming, we need the actual hemp to do, but we should have some hemp somewhere. And then I actually researched grog distillation already. So that's something that we could try to do in town here, because we just need water and wheat straw, I believe. And those are things we can buy relatively cheap. And grog sells for quite a bit. So we could potentially try to brew our own grog in town. I don't know if that's considered contraband here or not. I know it is in some places. Probably like the Holy Nation for sure. I feel like everything's probably contraband there. I don't know how the Shek feel about grog though. But it's something that we could consider, and if they're willing to buy it in town, it doesn't really matter because we wouldn't be moving anything beyond the gates. So that's something to consider. I already researched it. It's just a matter of building the bench. Electrics don't really matter because we can't produce our own power in here anyways. That's for later. Defenses, again, not until we strike out on our own. Being able to make our own first aid kits is probably a good idea. I've just been buying them, but making them on our own might be nice. We've also got signs. I don't know if we can put them on the building. I'm pretty sure they're for the market stalls that we can build and or buy. We can make our own belts. We can research tech level 3, which I might actually do. Just because I think the prisoner cages are tech level 3. Yeah, because nothing's jumping out at me. Like assassin training would be nice, but I don't know. I'm not in any hurry to do it, and we have enough books to knock out a few of these. So how much for this? 10 books? Let's do that, and then we can choose 3 other projects. Maybe I shouldn't though, because if that immediately makes prisoner cages available, then I'd want to do that. So let's let that finish, and then we'll make a decision. Okay, Baldur's dropping off some more stuff. I am so curious where that guy went. Because, like, Drone's just chilling over here, lifting weights. It looks... He's sitting like he's doing curls, but he's not actually doing anything. And then you're picking away with your lock picks. He's only up to 5 right now. But again, you can only get to 10 with that one, I'm pretty sure. And when Cat hit 9, it started going so slow it wasn't even worth really trying anymore. So I'll wait until we get the one that allows us to go up to 20. But yeah, I can't believe that guy just like disappeared. I wonder where he went. I have no idea. Well, he's gone now, that's for sure. At least we got one of them. That's the other reason I would like to get prisoner cages, is if we can set up our own, then what I can do is put this guy in a cage here where the Shek guards aren't going to beat him to death, and it might be easier to recruit them that way. Also, if we recruit him, since this guy's gone, I don't have a training partner anymore. So we'll have to find another one, and that requires finding some more starving bandits. I think dust bandits are maybe a little bit too skilled for us right now, but they could potentially work later on. But yeah. And another nice thing is if we can recruit this guy, what I'll do is I will probably have him go do some of the laboring, and then either I'll probably bring Ruka in first, because I think Rox's skills are still pretty far ahead of everybody else in combat, at least. So I'd give Ruka some training, especially in melee attack, probably strength. I don't think her strength's particularly high. I don't know that she's going to care about this sort of stuff. But we could make her... No, I probably wouldn't bother with that. Stealth maybe, but I don't think she's going to be doing any thieving or lockpicking. But yeah, I think we'd bring her in to train, let that guy do some laboring, and then eventually as we bring on more people, I'd like to get Grok's training as well. He's pretty good starting out, like 25 strength, 25 toughness, 20 dexterity, 25 combat melee attack and defense, and 32 athletics. So he's still kind of head and shoulders above everybody else. But that's no reason to, let his skills fall off. I'm pretty sure with this we can go up to... No, I want the bench. If you don't mind. Is it going to let me select the bench? I don't think so. But we know these will allow him to improve his skills. I think the bench will as well. If we level this up, definitely. But we'd like to eventually get him to strength 100. So, got to start at some point. I don't think he's been leveling his strength at all really out there, though. He's not carrying anything at the moment. Balder has one of our backpacks. Bucket has the other. And I think there's two in the shelving units. Because it just got inconvenient to run around with them. Especially when we're trying to train our combat and stuff, they actually give a combat penalty. Let's see. Yeah, combat speed. Basically 10% down on your combat speed, and then a -5 to your combat skills. So not a great idea to be fighting with those on. Or training, for that matter. Let's speed things up a bit, since we're just sitting here watching. But this is basically what I've been doing, so even though I've played for, like, what, 6 days since you guys saw last, you really haven't missed much. Obviously, there's been some progress here with technology and stuff, but all that is looking at menus and kind of watching him gesture with his hands while he studies things. And then every once in a while we get to have a little fight down here, but the problem is they take a while to recover. It looks like he's actually ready to go for another one. So who needs toughness the most? 3, you're at 6, you're at 5. We need to get your dexterity up. I don't have a way to train dexterity right now, though. So I think what we'll do is your thievery is at 5, your lockpicking is at 7. As soon as his lockpicking hits 9, probably move him over to the weight bench. I guess Drone could do a little bit of lockpicking. It doesn't hurt, because if they ever get, imprisoned or enslaved, they'll be able to break themselves out, even if they're not doing it for, like, nefarious purposes, although to end up in those places you might be doing stuff like that. But yeah, when we do that, and when she hits Cat, I guess she could just go train now, but she does need toughness the most. So Cat, let's bring you downstairs, and we're gonna have another fight club. Let's get the door closed. Can't have anybody talking about fight club. So can you put him down, please? And let's see what he does. Sometimes they play dead and you gotta pick him up and drop him a few times. I've found that when they do that, it's easier to just, like, steal food off of them. They don't really appreciate it. Really? He's playing dead. Alright, so we're gonna steal your food then. Better wake up. And nobody cares. Oh god, did you just knock him out with a kick? Okay, well, not the best training partner anymore, clearly. He's still a bit injured, but again, I can't leave them on the beds. That one guy just wandered off. Alright, Cat, steal some more of his food. Alright, here he goes. Now he's going to defend himself. Or not. Yeah, I feel bad for this guy. We got to let him rest some more. So, pick him back up. And get back to your training. But luckily the guards don't seem to care what goes on in here. They did one time. I don't know what triggered it, but at one point the guard ran in and attacked my original prisoner, the one that ended up dying. And they nearly killed him then. But I don't know what triggered that. It just happened. And so I've been closing the door ever since. You can actually lock the door, but then nobody can come and go, which kind of hurts our mining operation. Speaking of, how quickly have we replenished this? Back up to 25, so you can see how quickly we bring that ore in. And every time we sell 40, it's about 10,000. So if we could fill that thing up, it'd be closer to 25. And that's just from 3 people working 2 nodes. So if we ever build our own base somewhere with more than that, or, actual copper mining facilities, which can extract ore faster, then we are just going to be filthy rich with copper. And what we'll probably do too is produce our own electronics, not just for the various things that we're building, but also to sell. And those will make us even more money. So, Cat, let's try something, since he's probably never going to be ready to spar with us again. At least not for a long time. So, come on down here. We're going to take him over to the prison. I'm going to quick save, though, because if this doesn't work, I'll probably reload. Save scumming is not something I want to do in this playthrough, but in this case where we're kind of experimenting with not even game mechanics, but like mod mechanics. I feel like it's kind of fair to at least get one go round to know what to expect. And if it doesn't work, then we know better, and if I make the same mistake again, then it's my own fault. But we're going to try. We are going to try. Okay, so... Sure, run up there. Did we missed the floor, but I think... Yeah, here's where we need to be. So there's no guards up here right now. This is a good time. Okay. Step on up. Quick save. And go ahead and put him in there. Right. So now we can talk to him. We can also try to stealth KO him. Right now, this might be a good place to practice. Let's see. Technically, we're seen, but I don't think the prisoners count. So we could sit here and try to pick that lock until somebody comes. And that would be much better practice. But I'm not going to do that. I don't want to risk anything right now. It won't let me talk to him. Why is that? Oh, probably because he's still unconscious. Oh, great. He's in a recovery coma. Well, I'm going to have to just, like, sit here and wait then. Is he really in a recovery coma? We only hit him once. Oh, God. So what I'm going to do in the meantime is I'm actually going to have her pick those locks. Or at least attempt to. And we should see her lockpicking go up relatively quickly. Yeah, it actually goes up in like big bursts when you do it this way. Oh, she actually got it, so we stopped leveling up. We can climb in. Yeah, no thank you. Set free. We can just pick him back up. Maybe I should do that. We'll wait until he's not in a coma anymore, but I do want to try recruiting this guy. So... let's head on back. I don't need to be sneaking anymore. I don't know why I am. Well, who do we got here? Slave traders. Eventually, these guys are going to be our enemies, but right now, we are in no position to pick a fight. Alright, so Cat, head on home. And as soon as our prisoner is a little bit healthier, we'll try that again. Okay, why don't you go inside, upstairs, and do some more thieving practice. Where's she at with that? So 6, about to be 7. Got her lockpicking up to 11, which is pretty good. That means in just the few attempts that she was making to get him out of there, she went up 2 levels. Not too bad. Rook, where are you at with your skills? Lockpicking's at 8, and he's about to hit 9. Once he hits 9, I'm going to move him over to the weight bench. I'm bummed that we couldn't recruit this guy just yet, because I would really like to pull Ruka as soon as possible. But what can you do? Wait. Oh, him. I was like, why is Rook an escaped prisoner? That scared me. No, he's considered an escaped prisoner. Interesting. Can we carry him out of the town to avoid that, or does he count as like contraband? Oh my god, you're getting way too strong. He's like as strong as Grox now. Okay, Drone, you gotta work on something else, man. I don't know what to train you in. I guess let Rook finish this, and then we'll let you do a bit of lockpicking. Any second here. Okay, there we go. Rook, onto the weight bench. Drone, let's see how good you are at lockpicking. Malnourished. Okay, so he's awake. He is awake. Let's try this again. Hopefully he doesn't randomly decide to be in a coma again when we take him back over there. Maybe he knew what we were trying to do. Okay, so hustle on over. Oh god, the camera. There we go. Apologize if that made anybody a little nauseous. It was going over the buildings, and the camera won't just pan flat unless it's on flat ground. Okay. There she comes. Hopefully there's nobody in that room. God, come on, camera. Just work with me here. Center on her, please. That'll make this a lot easier. Okay. Sure. Up you go. We want to be here. Okay, good. There's nobody in that room right now. Good, good, good. Let's try this one more time. Quick save. Okay. Go ahead and place him... Well, first... Oh, too late now. Okay. So, he is conscious, just malnourished, even though we've been feeding him. So, talk to. Please, I'm begging me. Don't let them send me back to rebirth. If I let you go, will you join our cause? Really, I'm just so hungry. You'll feed me, right? I mean, you gotta keep me alive. Yeah, you'll get some grub. We've got plans for you. Let's see. Oh, I don't have any food. Ah, crap. She doesn't have any food on her. I should have taken it off him. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Can I just loot him? Here. I'll give you some of that. Hopefully he's not, like, upset at us. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. And he's joined us. And he looks real awkward because he has been starving, although I'm not sure that the thinness of his legs are necessarily reflective of that. So, we get to name him and then customize him. I do have a couple names from you guys already. So, the first one for a generic human that I saw was just Skinner. So, that's what we're going to call him. Human Greenlander, we can't change any of that. Let's hide his clothes. Yeah, I think he's just built awkwardly. Also, he's injured, and I'm not sure why he's standing in a weird angle. But let's see here. So, I'm gonna tweak his appearance, and I'll come back. You guys don't need to sit through me messing with sliders for a little bit. But I'm just gonna try to make him look a little bit more normal, a little bit more human than he does right now. Okay, so there's Skinner, a little bit more normally proportioned. I tweaked his face a little bit too, but I'm going to try to keep him looking more or less the same as he did, just, again, a little bit better proportion. So, yeah, there he is. Let's go ahead and lock that in. And I think now we have to get him out. Yeah, so he's joined us, but he's locked up. So, Kate, you need to go into sneak mode. Oh, not Skinner. Kate. Cat. Damn it. And if you could pick that lock. Please don't be spotted. Oh god. Stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing. Oh, he's been released. Well, that was easy. Okay. Well, good thing we didn't get caught picking locks. Oh no. Why are you... Oh, she did get seen. But we weren't spotted yet. You might just want to run. Let's see. What's your speed right now? 22. You can outrun him, so that's what you're gonna do. Here, I'm gonna tell her. Let's just have her run to the hub or something. And I guess we'll get to check out the hub today. But if she breaks line of sight and pursuit, she should go away. We might get like a minor bounty, but that's not a big deal. Skinner, you're in the clear, so you can go start working. I'm actually going to buy him some clothes. I'll have to figure out where best to do that. We'll also get him in... we'll probably get him in bed first, because he's not in great shape right now. I think this guy had t-shirts. We bought one there before, so let's do that. But we're going to focus on Cat for the time being. Why aren't you moving? Oh, God. Okay, we dodged that. This person just got whacked. Run here, please. Downstairs. Go, 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 go. Let's see. Run here. Try to juke him. Oh, God. Oh, no. Okay, so she's being taken to jail. I don't know what we can do about that. She got hit hard in the head, though. Let's see, who can help her? Rook's probably the closest. And I don't think Rook's carrying a person right now. No, so Rook, how's your strength doing? Not the best. Okay, so Rook, I need you to come over here. Actually, I think they're treating her. Are they? I think they are. Okay, so she's got 1,000 cat bounty. I don't know how this works, but we'll try to get her out, whether it be legit or, you know, what have you. No, don't do that. Okay, so yes, what do you got? We can buy him a leather turtleneck. That's very expensive, though. What about a wool hat on him? That's pretty cheap. Why not? It looks kind of ridiculous. Oh well. Cap. I'm kind of curious what some of these look like, so let's try that one. Oh, it's like a baseball cap. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. Doesn't really seem like it fits the setting. So we'll sell that. And I guess we'll keep him in the... Nah, I'm just going to get rid of this too. Let's see. I think they give me the full value back for it if I do it within a certain amount of time, because it looks like we got more than, what, 27 for it. Those shirts are too much. I think this guy had cheaper shirts. Yeah, he's got just regular cloth shirts, so we'll take that. No? Oh, right, wrong slot. Let's see. Grab some of that too, because it's free. And we'll have to find you pants somewhere else, it looks like. The other prisoner had, like, normal pants, but obviously he's gone. Maybe the actual trader person will have some. So we'll send you inside. Get you out of those rags. I think they are treating her. Yeah. So Rook, I need you up here. Figure out what we're going to do. He might be able to just pick the lock and get her out that way. Or we might be able to pay her bounty or something. I don't know how that works. Should we try this again? Come on. Do it on the first try or we're screwed. Because if they come back up here, we are in trouble. This is good practice, though. Oh, man. You can feel the pressure. What are your stats looking like now? Lockpicking's up to 9. Wait, it was already at 9, wasn't it? I don't remember now. But I don't see, like, any other... We can trade with her or we can break her out. That's pretty much it. I don't know if there's, like, somebody we can talk to downstairs. Probably should have checked that first, but nobody's up here yet, so we'll keep trying. Come on, man. You can do this. Yes, there it is. Okay. She is unconscious and probably will be for quite some time. So, Rook, if you could pick her up. And, okay, nobody's noticed you committing the crime, hopefully. So, I want you to just sneak on home and we'll put her in bed. And we'll see. Hopefully nothing happens to you. Nobody saw you commit the crime, though. And I don't know if they'll notice that he's carrying a prisoner. I don't know if they'll care. That's what I mean. Stop sneaking. There's no point. They're going to see you, and if you're doing something wrong, it's better that you're moving fast rather than silently. Okay, we got her out. I think she still has the bounty. Yeah, escaped prisoner. So, what are you doing walking like that? I don't know. Should we try to walk out of town with her? It says that's the only way to clear this. This character broke out of prison. If they get spotted by any guards, they're in trouble. Leave town to clear this status. I don't know what that means necessarily. Like, if we walk out and walk back, does that count? I think what we'll do is... No, it's probably best that we do it like this. Because if she tries to leave under her own power, then she's almost certainly to be stopped by the guards. We could try to run by him, but we saw how well that worked when she tried to escape the prison. So yeah, they don't seem to care if Rook carries her. We left the town. What's his run speed carrying her? 9. That's not great. I was gonna say we could run them both to the hub or something and sleep there. Oh, there's like rag clothing out here still. Well, now you're safe at least. Skinner, go talk to this guy before it gets too late. Oh, it's not even noon yet. Never mind. See if he's got any pants. Negative, no pants. Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, you can sell your dumb rag ones. It's not going to net us any money, really, but something. Now we'll try to find you some. Maybe the adventure trader person? Run over there. And how long do we need to be out of town? I have no idea. Well, you guys will have to let me know how that works, because obviously we'll need to clear her name, or she won't be able to really operate within town anymore, or at least not outside of our house. Okay, so no pants here either. Who knew it was going to be so hard to find pants in this town? Right. Not going to find any there. I think we can buy them here. This is like a modded store. So we'll try this one. But the only other place I can think of, the armor might have pants, but more likely they're going to have more expensive stuff. Not what we're looking for necessarily. Knocked out cold. Let's see what happens when this timer counts to 0. Recovery coma. Okay. Well, Rook, doesn't look like her escaped prisoner thing's going to go away. It says it's never going to expire. The only way is to leave town. Technically, we didn't like really leave the area. So, I don't know, but let's take her to bed. I don't have anything. Good thing she doesn't count as contraband. Alright, Skinner. Talk to this guy. Armor coloration shop. Yeah, this is modded. Are they selling like slaves here too? I'd like to hire one of your professionals. What's that about? Of course. Are you interested in a standard one from the shop, or perhaps you're looking to order a custom one for delivery? Oh, that's interesting. One from the shop? I want to get roped into this. Okay, so we can spend 1,000 to buy just like an entry-level character, it looks like, with basically no skills. But I can't customize them. These are slaves. They have collars on their necks. So I don't know how this works. I'm not running a mod that adds slavery as far as I know, but it looked like there was something in the research bench for it. Well, I'm not going to do that now. I don't really have any desire to own slaves anyways, so show me what equipment you've got. Hopefully it's colorful clothing. Okay, so they have pants here. And some decent armor options, too. That's pretty solid. And not all that pricey. I like the look of this, too. How much is it? At 44, that's not too bad. How about something really high-end? Really, 2,000? Oh, because it's shoddy grade. This is standard grade. So what's the protection on this? Like 2135? Yeah, this is significantly better. Okay, so what do we got? Dyed vests, half pants. These are padded. I think regular pants are fine. So let's just grab him some cheap cargo pants, I guess. Are they green? Like, did they become green when I bought them? That's kind of weird. I don't know if I like that. And this dyed vest is kind of cool. We'll see what that looks like on somebody. It's also inexpensive. The leather ones are a lot more expensive because they have better armor ratings. I think we'll leave it there for now, but it's good to know that they've got some decent armor options here. Especially for people like Garox who can probably stand to wear something heavier. But even for the people that can't, this mercenary leather armor is pretty solid. It's actually better than this with none of the penalties. It just gives you a slight hit to your stealth. That's about it. Okay, yeah, it did color them green for whatever reason. I don't know why it did that. But at least he's got some clothes now. I think there's actually a... Let me reorient that. That's the police station. We want to be down here. So we want to go home. That's this way. There should be a heart protector in there for him. And then if we go upstairs, Rook, if you could place her in bed, let her heal that head injury, that'd be great. And then you can get back to training your strength. That's unfortunate. That's going to put her out for quite a while. Minus 55. That almost killed her. If it had gone to minus 100, I think it could have. So that was pretty damn close. Alright, Skinner. That's yours. You don't have a weapon. I don't know that I want you carrying this. I should check. Do you have any stats whatsoever? Yeah, a little bit. So, perception's in the negative. Wow. Not very perceptive. Okay, well, he's just going to go do some work for us. He's going to take over for Ruka, and Ruka's going to come train. So, let's see, over here. Go ahead and start running this way. Where are you right now? Right, so we'll take you off this, I think, as soon as you dump off the copper. Then I'll set you to, well, I guess we'll look. So we'll clear that job. Toughness would be good, but that's hard to train without a prisoner to fight with or spar with. Her strength could use some work. Melee attack's decent, but it's lower than most people's now. And she has no stealth. I think stealth would be a good idea. Probably won't bother with lockpicking or thievery, but general stealth is nice to have. So I guess we'll just start with her melee attack. It's the easiest one to train. So hop on up there, please. You keep doing that. You guys just, yeah, stay with what you're doing. And Skinner, whoops. You are going to take over here. I should probably shift click. So he's going to help Grox with that. And we'll probably cycle people through there. So whenever we get somebody new, we'll let them work and, you know, move somebody else off so they can go train. And that'll be kind of the rite of passage to mine a little bit. No bandits as of late. Those hungry bandits were the only ones I saw, and interestingly enough, they walked straight through town without any trouble. And I didn't want to let them get away because I wanted to, you know, gain some experience and try to take them prisoner. And so I ended up attacking them outside of here. And apparently attacking them unprovoked does not mean that the guards won't back you, so that was nice. I was not sure if that would be the case. Bucket, are you still working? No. Right, so you've been done with your project for a while probably. We have 6 books left. So what we need to do is actually upgrade the bench before we'll get any of the new technology available. So how much to upgrade? 2 iron plates. That's not too bad. Balder will probably run over here and do that because he's our engineer. We've got iron plates. I bought some extra. So let's see, are you going to do that? Yep, here he comes. Waddling with his backpack that's almost as big as he is. I really like that you can make like dwarf-like people in this game. And they actually look like dwarves. Like you can make them kind of stout and adjust their proportions so they've got like shorter legs, longer torsos. So feel free to roleplay like a dwarf-type character. Because I wouldn't mind having maybe 1 or 2 more. Did you have iron plates on you? No, he just hasn't put them in yet. Let's speed this up a little bit. But yeah, so I think what we'll do is we'll research prisoner cages and we'll put a few down. Oh, Grox, what's happening? Oh god, no. He's fighting... Oh, sure enough, hungry bandits. Starving bandits. No, hungry bandits. You're a hungry bandit from the starving bandits. That's what it is. I don't know that you can beat all of them, Grox. But if you try to run at this point, you might not get away. What's the -6 from? The leg injury and the armor? Probably this. Yeah, athletics. So if I put that in here, does that speed you up? No, apparently not. So let's drop this on the ground. Maybe it's the boots. It's both. Okay. So how are you moving now? 15. That's better. Can you run to town, please? If not, we're going to have Skinner kite these guys. But it looks like you might... No, you didn't make it. I don't think you did anyways. Nope, he's going down. So Skinner, run on over here, please. What are you doing? Oh, he's just been crippled. He's not even unconscious. They just took out one of his legs. Skinner, aggro them if you don't mind. There we go. Now run away. Grox, whatever you're doing, don't do it. He's going to get himself really messed up because he's still trying to fight. Skinner, I need you to run over here. I should have him on passive as well. Come on, guards. Really? There it is. Alright. Oh my god. That was quick. Let's try to aggro some more over here. Go, Grox, go. I should slow things down just so I don't make any mistakes with my clicks and whatnot. Where did they go? Did they all just bail? Apparently. Wow, they must have really taken off. I don't see them. I mean, it's possible that I just don't see them against this backdrop, but no, they're gone. Okay, well, let's help Grox back to base, and we'll put him in the other bed. That sucks. First aid, just in case he's bleeding. Oh, you don't have a med kit. Well, he might have a med kit. Do you have a med kit? No. Well, then carry him. Let's see. Pick up. And we'll basically just get him in there and let somebody else treat him. And then drop him in bed. Were you going to go mine with him on your shoulder? Jesus. I appreciate the dedication, but not the best timing. Let's see. His stomach's pretty messed up. Nothing other than the stomach is getting worse, though. No, the leg is getting worse. We need to do something about that. Oh god, come on, camera. Work with me here. Take him upstairs. I know they have med kits up here. Surprised he doesn't have any on him. Okay, go ahead and just drop him there. Come on. Put down. Alright, as you were. Wait, what's going on? No, don't bodyguard. I don't know what's happening here. Skinner, go back to your job. Rook, do me a favor, first aid him. There we go. Looks like he's doing better already. How about that leg? Okay. If we had a splint kit, we could do a little bit more for that, but for now, I'm just going to ask him to get in bed and rest. We'll slow down our mining a little bit, but it's not a big deal. How's your strength doing, by the way? 19, nice. Alright, guys, well, I'm going to check the time, but I get the feeling we might be done for the day. Yeah, so this recording's just about at an hour. I'm going to try to trim that down closer to 30 or 35 minutes. We'll see if that's doable. But we got a new character, and it turns out we can recruit prisoners. So the Dust Bandits we come across just became a whole lot more valuable because not only can we make them into training partners, sparring partners like we've done with this guy and the other guy, but we can also potentially recruit them. And it'll be a lot easier when we're able to imprison them in our own facility rather than having to take them to the jail and then break them out. Although it looked like they were going to free him anyways. It was hard to tell, but obviously Kat paid the price for our experiment there. It looks like she is doing better, however. So I think she will be on her feet soon, and we'll get her back to training. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Kenshi with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.